All right, guys, I think we need to talk about what could become one of the biggest tool stories in woodworking this year, because everybody has been talking about the new Kreg Edge loose tenon joiner, and for obvious reasons. The second Kreg showed this thing off, everybody looked at it and thought the same exact thing, that it's a Festool Domino, just blue. Except this one's cordless and significantly cheaper, a lot cheaper. And it's coming from Kreg, a company that already built its name around making joinery easier and more accessible to the average woodworker. So naturally, people immediately started calling it the Domino Killer. But hold on, there's one part to this story that I don't think enough people are talking about at the moment. Festool's original patent protection surrounding the domino-style milling system reached its anticipated expiration in June of 2026. And suddenly, here comes Kreg. Coincidence? Or shadiness? But here's the bigger question. Does the expiration of the original patent actually mean Kreg is completely in the clear? Because I'm not convinced this story is over. Not even close. There is a possibility that the biggest fight over this tool hasn't happened in the workshop yet. It could happen in a courtroom. So today we're going down the rabbit hole. And I'm going to explain why I think the Kreg Edge could potentially become one of the messiest power tool launches we've seen in a long, long time. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tool Squatch. And I just want to make something very, very clear before we go deeper into this video. I am not a patent attorney. I am not trying to pretend to be a patent attorney. This is just stuff that I have dug up, my own research, and I figured I would share it with the rest of you because I feel like it's going to be a very interesting story here going into 2026 and 2027. I really do. I think there's going to be a messy... For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, Festool basically created the entire category with the Domino. Instead of drilling traditional round dowel holes, you've got this handheld machine that cuts elongated mortises. You cut one mortise in one piece, another mortise in the mating piece, stick your loose tenon, your domino in there with some glue, and boom! You got an incredibly strong and incredibly accurate joint, and the genius wasn't necessarily inventing loose tenon joinery. Loose tenon joinery existed long before the Festool Domino. The genius was packaging that process into a portable handheld power tool that could make these mortises extremely quick and repeatable. That's what changed the game, and Festool protected that technology. The patent we're interested in traces back to a 2005 priority date and describes a handheld milling machine that creates elongated slots using rotating center combined with that side-to-side movement. And according to patent records, that European patent reached its anticipated expiration date on June 13th, 2026. That's the date everybody has been waiting for. And wouldn't you know it? Right around the same time, Kreg comes walking through the door. Hey, look at me, guys. I got my new Domino Killer. And this tool just isn't some hypothetical tool anymore. Kreg has officially announced it. It's called the Kreg Edge 20-volt iconic drive loose tenon joiner. And this thing uses an oscillating high-speed carbide cutter to machine mortises. It's cordless. It'll cut 5, 6, 8, and 10 millimeter mortises. You've got a micro adjustable fence. You've got an adjustable mortise width. You've got edge stops. You've also got accessories for centering your cuts. And Kreg is currently advertising the bare tool at $449 and the kit at $499. Think about that for a minute, guys. For years, if you wanted this style of joinery in a purpose-built handheld machine, Festool basically owned that conversation for a very long time. Now you've got the Kreg coming in with a cordless alternative that is dramatically at a different price point. That's why everybody's excited. And frankly, I'm excited too. Competition is good. Festool does make some excellent tools, but in my opinion, they're way too overpriced, and about the only tool I ever considered buying from Festool was indeed the Domino. But this just forces Festool to have better prices and better features, better designs, and more innovation. That's good for us, but there's something bothering me about this whole situation. Here's where things get interesting. People hear, the Festool's patent expired, and naturally they think, that's it. Game's over, patent expired. Everybody can copy the Domino. Except patent law isn't really necessarily that simple. A company can have multiple patents surrounding a product or technology. You can have an original patent protecting the fundamental mechanisms. Then you can potentially be later patents protecting improvements or designs, different mechanisms, specific components, control systems, etc. And there are also design patents, which are a completely different animal and protect ornamental aspects of product rather than the underlying functional invention. And Festool didn't stop developing the Domino in 2026. Think about where we are today. Festool literally announced an updated Domino family for the 2026, including the cordless DFC500. We're talking about a company that has spent roughly 2 decades building an entire ecosystem around one tool, this machine. So my question is, what intellectual property is still alive around the modern Domino system? That's where this gets interesting, because the expiration of the original patent doesn't magically erase every patent that company has filed since then. And there are later Festool patents involving handheld power tool and milling technology. That doesn't automatically mean Kreg infringes on any of them. That's extremely important, but it does mean I wouldn't look at one expired patent and automatically assume there is nothing else for Festool's attorneys to examine. And you better believe they're examining this thing. If I'm Festool, I've probably got somebody taking apart the Kreg Edge the second they can get their hands on one. And the $1 million question is, did Kreg design around Festool's remaining intellectual property? Because that's what companies do. You don't necessarily abandon an entire product category because somebody has patents. You study those patents. You study the claims. You figure out exactly what is protected. Then your engineers try to accomplish the same basic job through a significantly different design. And Kreg isn't some dude in his garage making a knockoff. This is Kreg. They have a legitimate, established tool company. They have engineers, they have attorneys just like Festool. They almost certainly done their homework. So I'm not saying Kreg screwed up. Actually, I would be shocked if they launched something this important without doing an enormous amount of intellectual property research. But on the flip side of that coin, that doesn't mean Festool has to agree with Kreg's interpretation. And that's where lawsuits come from. Kreg could believe their design doesn't infringe on anything. Festool could believe it does. And ultimately, if either side backs down, a court could be the one deciding who's right and who's wrong. Now let's talk about something that actually caught my real attention. You can't actually pre-order the Kreg Edge yet. Kinda interesting that they're just a few weeks away from releasing, and you cannot order this thing, and they have been hyping it up. I wonder why. Kreg's own website says it's coming this fall. They're collecting email addresses. They're letting people get on a list for early access. And then they're telling people they'll be notified when pre-orders go live. But right now, you're not handing Kreg your $500 and locking one down. Now, I want to be extremely careful here. I have zero evidence that Festool is the reason for that. None whatsoever. This simply could be Kreg's normal launch strategy: manufacturing, distribution, inventory, marketing, any number of completely ordinary reasons. But you guys know me. I see something like this and I start asking questions. Because this may be the most anticipated woodworking tool release of the year, hell, maybe of the last few years. Kreg has revealed it. They've shown us the machine. They've given us specifications. They've given us pricing. They're building a giant list of interested buyers. But they aren't taking money yet. Maybe that means absolutely nothing, but considering the timing of the patent expiration and the market they're entering into, I'm watching this very closely because it seems rather stupid to be doing all this work to get people's info and emails and not take their money. That's what it's all about, making money. Follow the money, you find the answers. This is what raised my suspicions. Now let's say Festool looks at this machine and believes Kreg crossed the line. What happens? Well, that doesn't automatically mean the cops show up to Kreg's headquarters and start confiscating every loose tenon joinery machine that they have. Not how this works. Festool could challenge Kreg legally. Kreg could fight it back. The validity and scope of the patents could be argued. Whether Kreg's mechanisms actually falls within protection patent claims could be argued as well. And there are a bunch of different possible outcomes. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe Festool decides Kreg is completely in the clear. Maybe there's a private agreement. Maybe licensing gets involved. Maybe certain features have to change. Or maybe, and this is a scenario that would turn this into a massive story, Festool seeks a court order that could interfere with Kreg selling the product. Could that happen? Hell yes, it could. Do we know that it will happen? Absolutely not. That is the distinction I want everybody watching this video to understand. This part is my prediction, not a report that a lawsuit already exists. But if Festool believes one of its still active patents is being infringed, I have a hard time believing they're just going to shrug their shoulders and say, oh well, and whatever, we'll ignore it. And you may ask yourself, why does Festool have so much to protect? Because think about what Kreg is potentially disrupting here. The Domino isn't just another Festool. It's one of the products most closely associated with the entire Festool brand. As we stated earlier in the video, they built their whole name around this Domino tool. It's one of the tools people use to justify buying into the Festool in the first place. For years, there hasn't been a true apples-to-apples competitor sitting right next to it at a astoundingly lower price. Now suddenly, Kreg wants to put a cordless loose tenon joiner on the shelf for about $500 in a kit. That changes the conversation, because now somebody walking into a woodworking store could potentially be standing there thinking, do I spend Festool money or do I spend Kreg money and accomplish the same basic style of joinery? That is a completely different market than Festool has been operating in. And if Kreg's machines turns out to be even half as good, then this could open up the floodgates. Because you know other manufacturers are watching this. If Kreg successfully enters this category after the expiration of the foundational patent, who's next? DeWalt? Milwaukee? I can almost guarantee you those two will get in. Bosch? Makita? Rigid? The list goes on and on. Some company we've never even heard of thought about it. Because once a major competitor proves there's a legal and commercially valuable path to the protected category, everybody starts paying attention. So here's my prediction. I think the Kreg Edge possibly does make it to market. Again, Kreg is a serious tool company, and I have to assume their legal team has gone through this thing from top to bottom. But I don't think we've necessarily heard the last word from Festool here, guys. And I would not be surprised whatsoever if lawyers get involved somewhere along the way. Maybe we never see a public lawsuit. Maybe there's communication happening behind closed doors that we'll never know about. Maybe Festool looks at the machine and determines there's nothing worth challenging. That's an absolute possibility. But I also wouldn't completely rule out the nuclear scenario, a legal challenge, a request for an injunction, a fight over whether specific elements of Kreg's design cross into intellectual property Festool believes it still owns. And if something like that happened before this machine reaches widespread retail distribution, imagine the chaos. One of the most anticipated woodworking tools of the year held the last few years suddenly will be delayed, changed, or potentially pulled from sale while everybody figures out what happens next. Again, I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying don't assume this story ended the day the original patent expired, guys. Because that might have been the day the real story started. And honestly, there's something bigger here than Festool versus Kreg. Patents are supposed to reward innovation by giving an inventor a temporary period of exclusivity. But they're temporary for a reason. Eventually, that technology opens up, competitors open, prices change, newer versions are developed, somebody improves on the original, and ultimately consumers can benefit. Festool deserves an enormous amount of credit for what it did with this domino. Whether you love Festool or think their tools cost more than your first car, the domino changed woodworking forever. Period. But no company gets exclusivity forever. The question is, where Festool's old protection ends, where any remaining protection begins, and whether Kreg found that legal lane right through the middle. Because if they did, the Kreg Edge just isn't another new woodworking tool. It could represent the beginning of an entirely new era for loose tenon joiners. So now I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Festool is going to challenge Kreg? Do you think Kreg's attorneys crossed every T and dotted every I and Festool can't touch them? Or do you think we're going to wake up to one morning to some absolutely crazy news that the so-called Kreg Domino Killer has been delayed or even pulled because Festool decided to fight? And here's one other question. If both tools are sitting on the shelf tomorrow, which one are you buying? Festool Domino or the roughly $500 Kreg Edge kits? Let me know down in the comments. And you already know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. If you haven't already subscribed to Squatch, please go ahead and do it, because the second anything changes with the story, we're going to talk about it. Until next time, guys, keep using your tools, keep questioning the hype, and we'll see you on the next one.